I'm not teaching, I'm publicly learning. But hi and welcome to Learning for the Life in the UK Test Part 17, War at Home and Abroad. While doing morning stretching, participating in the exercises is at your own risk. So, War at Home and Abroad. That's page 70. Broadly speaking, the Middle Ages or medieval period spans 1,000 years, from the end of the Roman Empire in 476 up until 1485. So the Romans had left Britain in 410, and they say that the Roman Empire ended in 476, the Western Roman Empire ended in 476, and that the Middle Ages ended in 1485. The Middle Ages have, beside of Middle Ages, the name medieval period. So medieval period and Middle Ages means the same, around 1,000 years, from 476 until 1485. Now the first exercise. Legs are standing wide apart, we're breathing in and going down. And out. And again in. And out. Again in. And out. Again in. And out. The last time breathe in. And out. Again in. Out. Now breathe in and close the legs. So we always breathe in through the nose into the chest and out through the mouth. So breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Next exercise. The legs are standing a bit more than shoulders wide apart. Breathing in and lifting the arms up. And breathe out and go to the side. And breathe in and open the rib cage. And out. And again in. And out, back into the middle. And breathe in. And out we go. And breathe in and open the rib cage. And out. So the Middle Ages, the medieval period, lasted from 476 until 1485. That's the time from the end of the Roman Empire until 1485. However, the focus here is on the period after the Norman Conquest. It was a time of almost constant war. So I guess in this chapter, Middle Ages, the focus here is on the period after the Norman Conquest. The Norman Conquest was started in 1066 by William the Conqueror, who defeated in the Battle of Hastings in 1066 Harold the Saxon king and conquered England. The English kings fought with the Welsh, Scottish and Irish noblemen for control of their lands. So there were multiple English kings, I guess not at the same time, but after each other, because it was a time of almost constant war, a period after the Norman Conquest. So the English kings fought with the Welsh, so the people in Wales, the Scottish and the Irish noblemen for control of their lands. In Wales, the English were able to establish their rule. So the people from England conquered Wales. In 1284, King Edward I of England introduced a statute of Rhuddlan, the statute, which annexed Wales to the Crown of England. I don't know exactly what a statute is, but a statue is for example, of a person 2 meter high out of bronze or iron or something. That is a statue. A statute is something else. I'm going to look it up. It could be something written down or something. A statute is something else. Next exercise. Legs are standing a bit over the shoulders wide apart. We're breathing in. And out in one hand slides down the leg and the other shoulder stays down. And breathe in. And now out and we're taking the arm over. And breathe again in and out the rib cage. And breathe again in. And out, one hand comes down. And breathe in. And out to taking the arm over. And breathe in and open rib cage. And out. Let's do the next exercise. The feet are staying together. Breathing in and lifting the arms up. And out, one hand comes down. Now breathe in and reach to both hands. So breathe in and reach. And out. And again in. And out, one hand comes down. And breathe in and reach. And out. And again in. And out. Again in. And out. And again in. And out. Breathe in and reach. And out. So the time after the Norman conquest with the Battle of Hastings in 1066 was a time of constant war, and the English kings were fighting against the Welsh, the Irish and the Scottish. I need to look for the word up. I'm searching it for the 10th time or something. They defeated the Welsh and they conquered Wales. In 1284, King Edward I of England introduced the Statute of Rutland. So the Statute of Rutland, and in that which annexed Wales to the crown of England. So the King Edward I in 1284 annexed the Statute of Rutland, Wales. We had also some other kings already named. King Alfred the Great, he united the Anglo-Saxon kingdoms of England to defeat the Vikings. And we have King Kenneth MacAlpin, under whom the Scottish people got together during the same period so that they could repel Viking attacks. And we already had Julius Caesar, but with the Roman emperors, or Claudius or Hadrian. But we had Boudicca, the tribal leader of the Iceni in eastern England. Do we had any person more? Yes, William the Conqueror or William the Duke of Normandy. And we had here in Sutton Hoo, there's one of the Anglo-Saxon kings buried, which is for today Suffolk. So in 1284, King Edward I of England introduced the Statute of Rutland, with which Wales was annexed to England. Huge castles, including Conwy and Caernarvon, were built to maintain this power. So castles, for example, Conwy and Caernarvon, were built to keep that power over Wales during the time after which King Edward I of the Statute of Rutland annexed Wales. Next exercise. The legs are standing wide apart. We're breathing in. And out and we're coming down. And head and the only come deeper down by breathing deep in through the nose and the chest. And by breathing out through the mouth. And breathing in. And out. And again in. And out. And again in. And out without over to one leg. And breathe in. And out. Again in. And out over to the other leg. Breathe in. And out. And in. Out back into the middle. Breathe in. And out, we're coming slowly up, round back and make it to the top. And backwards, shoulder round. Last exercise, the feet are staying together, and we're going again down. And breathe out. And breathe again in. And out. And again in. And out. And in. And out, we're coming again slowly up, round back, and making at the top with a backwards shoulder. Now, the finishing exercise by breathing in. And out. And again in. And out. Again in. Out. Last time in. And out. We're breathing in and closing the legs. And we're done with the morning stretching. And we're going to continue in part 17 with War at Home and Abroad, part 2, where we're going through all these castles and forts which we already had in this book. So thank you very much, and until next time.